Are you stuck trying to decide what to sell in your handmade business? In this video, I'm going to go through the steps on what to think about when you're deciding what to sell so you can run a happy and healthy crochet business. Hello and welcome. I'm Viloria-Miguel, founder of Canada Bliss luxury crochet hats and accessories. If this is the first time, please hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think. And also remember to share any kind comments or ideas that you have or questions that you have for any future posts. And if you stay to the end, I'll also go through why it's important to consider these steps so that you can run a lucrative and profitable crochet business. Now, from conversations I've had with different people who have commented or contacted me, many of you are in the same boat where you're making a lot of different things and you're not sure what to sell. You get stuck and you decide not to make any kind of decision. You need to get past the first decisions that I'm going to help you with of what it is that you're going to put out. Now, if you've watched my first video, you know that I've been crocheting since I was a little kid. And if you haven't seen it, then you can watch it over here. Now, part of me had always wanted to be an entrepreneur and a business person. I hit a point in my life when I was actually making things for other people, everything under the sun. Doilies, decor, housewares, accessories, hats and things for my family and friends. And it occurred to me that I finally wanted to sell to the greater public, and I had to finally narrow down what it was that I wanted to sell online. So I decided on winter hats and accessories by taking these factors into consideration. From a broad perspective, you need to first think about one, what is it you're capable of making? Two, what do you like to make? And then three, what do you think people are going to want to buy? I, for example, know that I'm capable of making crochet items, but I wouldn't, for example, decide that I'm capable of sewing a garment for somebody, so I probably wouldn't decide to sell something that is sewn. In considering factors of what people like to buy, take a look around, start with craft shows, and see what booths are busy, who sell similar products to yours of what you would like to make. See what people are walking around with, what purchases have already been made. Look at if they're carrying around shawls or if they're wearing like cardigans that you think that you enjoy making. Another area that you could also look at is Etsy. Take a look at Etsy. Look at sellers that sell similar products to yours and check out what their best sellers are. See what the feedback on people who have finished products of similar things to your own, and look at the feedback. Do they tend to buy hats? Do they tend to buy socks? Do they tend to buy toys? Look at their best sellers. There's so much resource in Etsy for you to be able to do research on what sells the best. Another factor you can also consider in deciding what to make is look at what's happening in retail trends. You can look at any retail site and see what items are selling out. Look at items that go on sale and tend not to sell out. And also look at what's happening in fashion. If you look at the runways, for example, you'll see maybe Gigi Hadid and she's got a crochet cardigan on. A lot of trends are indicative of what you might be able to start selling. Another factor that you consider is the season. If you plan on starting to sell in the summer products like beach bags might be the thing that you want to start with selling. Or if you're about to enter into the winter time, then maybe you want to start selling sweaters or shawls. So there are many different considerations to make in terms of what you can start selling with. Also, if you are somebody who likes to post your projects on your Instagram or your social media, look at what items tend to get the most likes. Which ones are the ones that your friends and family and followers are asking, hey, where can I buy this? Or can you make me one? That is the hugest indicator of what will probably sell to your audience that you might have already accumulated through your own social media following. Now, you might be thinking that there are a million different resources that you can get on what are top sellers, things you can start doing to make money, crocheting or making your handmade items. But the big question is, why is it important to narrow down what it is that you're going to sell? Now, as a small business owner, it's always important to early on niche down on specific things for these particular reasons. And it's primarily because as a small business owner, you have to manage your resources. You have to be able to manage your time, and you have to be able to manage your money well, because new startups often will run out of money, or they'll run out of time, or both. As an entrepreneur, one of the reasons that you want to niche down on what it is that you're selling early on and those popular items is because, one, you can get volume discounts from suppliers when you decide on the types of things that you want to sell, and you can narrow it down to the same type of materials and buy in larger volumes. That's when you accrue discounts on buying things in bulk from your suppliers. It also helps in targeting your audience when it comes to promoting your things. For example, if you decide that you wanted to focus on baby products, it's going to be easier for you to target baby boutiques, mommy groups, Facebook groups for like new mothers, baby items, and tag those different types of specific businesses or people when you're marketing your business on social media, or when you're trying to create ads or promote what it is that you're selling. It also helps when you niche down into what it is that you want to make when it comes to promoting and shooting photo shoots, because it helps narrow down the type of models or props that you're going to need to complete a really good quality fashion shoot or a photo shoot. For example, you need a baby model, or are you going to need little kid models? Or do you just need two adults to show your hats or scarves? If, for example, you've decided that baby items are the things for you, then at least you know when you decide to invest in a good photo shoot, you will need a baby, or you will need a good baby mannequin. I personally prefer humans in editorial type shoots. You'll need to focus on somebody who's great at photographing babies, knows how to show off the baby accessories that you've made. And because you've been so specific, you can put that little bit of extra investment into that photo shoot rather than spreading it across shooting baby items, dog items, adult items, and all of those other different things. And then use those targeted images for things like advertising, your social media, e-commerce. At least you have good quality photos. Handmaking is a little bit different than buying things wholesale to sell. Handmaking requires a physical resource. You physically get tired, and you have to manage making sure that you have enough physical energy to make those things. Also, when you start making things in larger volumes, you could also hurt yourself, you could get injured, and you can tire out your muscles. Handmakers have an additional challenge that they are focusing their commodity, which is their body and their energy, on making things that are specific to what will sell well. That's why as a handmaker, it's important to niche down into the items that you know that you can make well, that people will like, and that you can invest your physical energy and your time into making. Now, as your business grows, there's no saying that you won't expand out into other things. Absolutely, if you're to your heart's content, you could do lots of different things. But wait until the money starts flowing in, that you have an income coming into your business that you could reinvest, and then you can expand out into hiring more people, making different products, making more lines. Then you know that every little bit of time and effort that you placed in building your business and setting a good strong foundation was well invested. Now, my last bit of advice on deciding what to sell, and this is important, don't let fear take over. While you're researching it, I know you're going to talk yourself out of it because you're going to think that so many other people are doing the same thing as what you have an idea to do. Don't think that way. Watch my video on fear, and remember that nobody is going to make it exactly the same way as you do. Unless, of course, you're using somebody else's pattern and you do it exactly the same way that they do, then that's a whole nother problem. But when you start making what it is that you want to sell, and you add your own personality and style and design to it, nobody is going to make exactly the same thing as you do. So don't talk yourself out of what you decide to sell. Please move forward and at least get a picture of it and try to put it out by putting it on Etsy, or putting it on a website, or selling it through your social media through DMs. And if you don't know what way to do that, then you can either watch my video on selling on Etsy or Shopify. But please, first of all, decide on what it is that you like to make and take a picture of it. If you would like a follow-up video on how to shoot simple product photos on your phone, comment below, and I will endeavor to put one of those together. It's just that right now I shoot on my phone, so until I can get access to another phone or camera, it'll be tough for me to shoot that, but it'll be coming up. Just let me know if you'd be interested in it. Okay friends, comment and let me know if you will be taking any of these steps away with you. Also, if you have anything that you could add that other viewers could benefit from, please share them below or hop on over to my Bliss by Hand Facebook group. The link will be below. And share your ideas and your questions with me, because I would love to help you out with your handmade and crochet business. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay in tune for my next post. Until then, be well, my friends, and have a happy, safe, healthy handmaking life. Bye-bye.